For me, it's like almost like coming home. And this is my 7th time here. But Pathfinder is doing it for the 15th time. It is hosted by the Pathfinder group. This is Zarrar Sehgal and the Crossing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's interesting that a man who's supposed to be a hardcore businessman has somewhere along the line become the face of Pakistan's international diplomacy here. And not just here, a lot of other places. And not just international diplomacy, also somebody who finds solutions for the pains of Pakistan.
This has become obviously our annual tradition, and we're all delighted to welcome you on behalf of the Pathfinder group and on behalf of, obviously, this is 2 decades of us being here, but it's actually been over 30 years. So it's really more like 3 decades us of being here.
When I look at the Pathfinder family, then for me, that is a symbol of inspiration. I would like to be able to have the same legacy when I'm reaching Ikram's age. I don't think I will make it.
This is indeed the 2nd year I've been here. Such a great memory from last year. It's great to be here this year. I won't talk about, responses that one typically hears, the hospitality, the good food, the resilience and all that. That's certainly true, but it goes beyond that for me. What I would say draws me to Pakistan is that in addition to it just being a very fascinating place, a complicated place, but a fascinating place.
I'd say it's safe to say that U.S.-Pakistan relations are closer right now than years or maybe even decades. And we see a renewal of ties, for example, U.S. military exchanges in Pakistan. Just last week, U.S. and Pakistani soldiers completed exercises at Pakistan's National Counterterrorism course, and they posed for photos together, which was unimaginable a few years ago. And we also see the U.S. coming to Pakistan's aid again. During the terrible floods in Swat last year, we saw the United States at Nur Khan Airports providing aid to victims and helping Pakistan with its climate resilience.
We launched it in Pakistan because we saw their government stable into the climate, and it's not good for people. And in a short time, they became leader in the country, you see? Because a lot of people switched to us, and they actively invited their social circle to switch to us. And we still continue to protect people from price manipulations because we don't set fares. People do.
Talk about Pakistan and the potential. First off, I do have to compliment whoever came up with the inspiring Pakistan as the marketing approach. I think it calls to the potential of Pakistan. It calls to the opportunity of the human capital that Pakistan has, and it calls to the potential of where the country can go in its governance and its capabilities as reforms occur. We're very excited to be a part of the ecosystem in Pakistan.
I realized I went there, and what I learned was what makes Pakistan different is its people, the dedication of its people. The challenges are amazing that it needs to overcome. I've seen that in a lot of places, but the Pathfinder family, the way Ikram and Zarrar give back to the community, is an example for the rest of the world.
It is incredibly impressive, the dedication of the Pakistani people to Pakistan. So I would give a round of applause for that. The love for the country is what's driving it forward. The love for the country that they want to see, the potential they already see, and the investments that are being made. I don't have to talk about it, you can just see it on the ground. And so part of part of me being here today and part of me always supporting Pathfinder and the family today is that how we can offer our resources.
Pakistan today is a home. The maiden age of Pakistan is around 19 years, and around 60% of the total population of 220 plus is below the age of 30. And just as I'm sure the House might be knowing it, it's not only the youth bunch that we have, the resource, it's the hard work and the real entrepreneurs mindset of the youth that makes us inspiring.
It's now time that we tell our story of coming of age, both as a community within Pakistan and outside of Pakistan, and step into our power. I think watching sort of some of the elections, even in the US, the New York mayor's race, this is the kind of impact that we need to create.
Pakistan has done exceptionally well. It is one of the best performing markets of the world for the last 2.5 years, and there's no stopping. Still market is going up. I represent AGD Securities, and we're my young team. We normally come up with a very bold sort of convictions about the stock market. And I distinctly remember on the 20th of December 2024, we came up with a very bold number of the index. And we thought the market index will cover or cross 165,000.
So Pakistan has been good to us. And largely it's because there is tremendous opportunity in literally every sector. So when people say, well, where is the opportunity? I think that's the wrong question, frankly. It's about what do you want to do, what do you know how to do, and how do you want to participate in Pakistan?
We'll now have an Air Force when that skill set is translated into AI, and the airplanes are now flown by generative AI and artificial intelligence. And so that's a huge way in which things are changing. So that's the future society of the haves. Then obviously what we're doing with Citadel Group here, that's very important for starting to build that future society, right?
I proudly now feel that many of the young women in the strategic circle and beyond are women of mass transformation. So I would appreciate if we can take a little break in our lovely food and applaud the women in this room who range from Sehgal, the silent powerhouses, to Kashmala, to Amani and Leila, the first generation, and of course to the men who made that environment extremely enabling for them. We can't walk this walk without our partners, both at home and around us.
I haven't visited Pakistan, but every time when I talk with Pakistan friends in Switzerland, they always consider me as a Pakistani because one time when I was in Davos, I was wearing Pakistani women's dress, and I walk on the street. There were many Pakistani men came to me, asked me in Pakistani language. I don't understand. They ask me if I'm from Pakistan. So for me, Pakistan is really dear to my heart.
I would like to salute Zarrar Sahab and Sehgal Sahab that this will has turned this into like 15th time and 22nd time in Davos. It's just because of the will that he has done. And I feel so privileged to be here that this is my first time, and I feel so proud to share some of my views as inspiring Pakistan.
First of all, let me tell you what a great privilege it is to make sure that we are the first company in the world in the history of web to present startups during Davos. Let me tell you this. I received messages, top-lead messages from 3 top Indian entrepreneurs. They said to me, what a wonderful idea. Wish we had thought about it, and we're going to do it next year. We represent the platform what we can. And we look to all of you to be part of us.